prošlosti, tako s istinom o tome kakvi smo danas i ako naše odnose postavimo na zdrave temelje ravnopravnosti i zadovoljavanja uzajamnih interesa. Nadam se i vjerujem da smo za to sposobni, odnosno da to drukčije formuliram. Odbijam vjerovati da za tako nešto nismo sposobni. Hvala vam.
Thank you very much. Now, it is an honor to invite the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Turkey, His Excellency Ahmet Davutoğlu, as the keynote speaker.
Dear Presidents, dear colleagues, ministers, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First, I would like to apologize on behalf of my Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan, because of not being able to attend this very historic meeting. He had a conference in the afternoon at Princeton University, and unfortunately because of the delay in helicopters, for technical reasons, he was not able to come to reach to this meeting. Therefore, I will present Turkish view on Balkan. And first of all, of course, I would like to extend my congratulations to Federation of Balkan American Associations for this very historic organization. When we talk on Balkans, in fact, we are talking on a common history, common destiny, and common future. Why do we have these common history, destiny, and future? Because of three characteristics of our region. One is Balkan region, which means in Turkish Balkans means high mountains which could not be surpassed or very difficult to go over. Really, we have such a geography. What are the characteristics are, one, Balkan region is a geopolitical transitional region. Sometimes it's called buffer zone region. From the time of Eastern and Western Roman Empire until the Cold War, you can see always Balkan region as one of the most strategic buffer zone in Eurasia. Secondly, Balkan region is a geocultural interactional region, which means different cultures are interacting in Balkans. Waves of migrations, Slavic tribes, Turkic tribes, Albanians, they mixed. Usually when we are talking on our history, people are talking on Balkanization in a negative way. But in fact, if you look at the history, and even today, the best reflection of success, cultural success, is the city structure of a civilization. And all of Balkan cities are multicultural, culturally coexisting cities. You cannot find any uniformistic Balkan city. In fact, this is a reflection of our cultural richness. In Western Europe, you don't see real multicultural coexistence. If you look at the city structure of Western Europe, you can see more monolithic, uniform culture. But from Skopje to Sarajevo, from Zagreb to Istanbul, from Saloniki to Constance or Bucharest, in our cities, right at the center of the city, you can have different reflections of different cultures. Synagogues, mosques, churches, Orthodox Church, Catholic Church, they are next to each other in the same streets in our region. How did they survive throughout the centuries if Balkan culture is so violent or fragile culture? No. Balkan history in that sense, in the sense of geocultural interaction, is a history of success. And it is not success of one ethnicity, it is success of all of our ethnicities. Because we, Balkan people, we live together throughout centuries, in the same cities, in the same streets. Therefore, we have so many common words. In Serbian language, Slavic language, there are 8,000 Turkish words, and in Turkish language we have many Slavic origin, Albanian origin, Bosniak origin words. If you say, for example, burek, from Istanbul to Sarajevo, everybody will understand whether it is Serbian, it is Albanian, it is Turkish, it is Christian, Muslims, no difference. There are so many common words. Why? Because we live together. We were not isolated from each other. Until 19th century, French Revolution, we had always I mean, we are talking on good consequences, I mean, freedom, liberty, solidarity, but sometimes, because of the rise of this ethnic nationalism, we had to, all of our nationalities, we have to accept this history. We had some difficult times because of the rise of these nationalistic feelings. In Middle East, in Balkans, in Caucasia, in different parts of Eurasia. But the history of Balkans is a success in the sense of this geocultural coexistence. The third characteristic of Balkans is geo-economic transaction. Balkan region from the history until today has been always a transaction, Silk Road and all others, of economic goods. From Saloniki up to Baltic Sea, there was a north-south. We have here professors of the history of this region. They can give more examples in this. From Saloniki up to Baltic, or from Constance through Danube to Central Europe. That was the main route from Asia, from Batumi or up to Constance, then to Central Europe through Balkans. Therefore, Balkan region was the richest region of the world in 16th century. The Balkan cities were much more prosperous than Paris or other cities in 16th, 17th century. Even before that, also during the Middle Ages as well. So we have to be proud of our history. We have to be proud of the concept of Balkans as well. And we should not think only from the existing perceptions, misperceptions regarding our region. We have to rediscover our history. If you have these characteristics, meaning geopolitical transitional buffer zone, geocultural interaction, and geoeconomic transaction, you have two options for the destiny. Either that region will be center of attraction of world politics, or that region will be victim of international competition. Unfortunately, in the last 20 years, we became the victim of international competition. Not because Balkan people are very wild people, but because of these characteristics, because of the Cold War logic and Cold War polarization, Balkan region became the victim. Now it is in our hand for our future. Either we will continue to be victim of this international competition, if we look from egocentric approach, more ethnic-based approach, then we will be divided. We will be acting against each other. We will be having bad perceptions against each other. I don't want to give names of the ethnicities, but you can name it. Like in beginning of 1990s.